So for today's workout, you're going to need a weighted object. Now, whether that is a kettlebell, a dumbbell, if you have a Rubbermaid container at home that you want to put books or any other sort of weighted objects in, if you want to use your rucksack, your day bag, backpack, whatever it may be, you're going to need some sort of weighted object. All right, and I believe that takes us right to 1,400 hours. So if you're just tuning in, hey everybody, my name's Kristin. I'm a fitness and sports instructor here at CDSB Edmonton. And today I'm gonna be taking you through a force prep workout. So we're just gonna take care of a couple housekeeping things before we get the class started. So the first and foremost is to make sure that you have water with you to be able to take during your rest. If you want to play music during this workout at home, you are more than welcome to. I'm not going to, just so that you're able to hear me at home. And also make sure you have some sort of weighted object. So whether it's a rucksack, backpack, day pack, if you have a Rubbermaid container that you want to fill with some objects, if you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell at home, you are obviously more than welcome to use that. So just before we get into the warm-up, a couple housekeeping things. So first and foremost, in response to the COVID-19, PSP is offering tele-fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the tele-fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Prior to participating in this session and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active questionnaire created by the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology. There is a link which will take you to a document in the comments below. By continuing with this tele-fitness class, you understand that there's a possibility of physical injury, and you agree that you do so voluntarily and at your own risk. You also assume all risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to your participation in this tele-fitness class. So, like I said earlier, today is a force prep class. So the purpose of today's class is to get you ready for your force test whenever that may be for you. And this is going to be a workout that you can follow along at home with me. So we're going to get into our warm-up. So the first warm-up exercise that we're going to do is a knee hug. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a static position on one leg, staying up nice and tall through the pulled up leg. You're going to grab the other knee and pull it in towards your chest, making sure that as you stand nice and tall, you're not collapsing through the core or losing your stance leg. So making sure you're staying nice and pulled up, getting a static balance for 2 seconds, and then you're going to switch over to the other side. We're going to do 3 on each side or 6 all together. So hugging that knee nice and tight, working on a little bit of that balance, driving it up, 1 more on each side. And last one. All right, so now we're going to go into some dynamic high knees. So we have 12 all together or 6 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Next warm-up exercise we're going to go into is a heel sweep or a static hamstring stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to shift your weight onto your back foot. So your front foot should be completely weightless. You're going to take a nice big inhale, exhale, sweep around, down and up, and switch sides. So we're doing 6 all together or 3 on each side. 2, 3, make sure you're pairing your breath with this. 4, 5, and last one, and 6. Now we're going to go into butt kicks right in place. So we have 6 on each side or 12 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, next warm-up exercise we're going to go into is called the world's greatest stretch. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get down into a nice deep lunge. Now from here, you can drop the back knee if you need to. Try and keep them extended. Both hands are going to be on the inside of your front foot. You're going to bend your inside hand, and what you're going to try and do is try and get your elbow all the way down to the arch or the instep of your foot. Once you've done that, you're gonna rotate inwards, belly button to thigh, and that's one. We're gonna repeat. Elbow down to the instep, rotate 2. Elbow down to the instep, rotate 3. All right, standing up and switching sides. So bending the elbow, down to the instep, rotate inwards. Elbow down to the instep, right near the arch, rotating inwards. One more, elbow down to the instep, and rotating inwards. All right, taking a seated position on the floor, we're gonna go into one of my favorite warm-up exercises. It's called an alternating 90-90 shin box. So you're gonna start by sitting on the floor, and you're gonna position your legs so they're both forming 90-degree angles. So the front leg is 90 degrees, back leg is 90 degrees. Make sure that your front heel is not glued to your back knee. We wanna make sure that we give our hips some room to move. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shoulders. You're gonna hinge forward over your lower leg or your tibia. Now making sure that you stay nice and long through your spine and we're not collapsing in order to achieve distance. So taking shoulders over top of the tibia, you should feel a nice stretch in the glute of the front hip. Now from here, this is the tricky part. You're going to take your back knee, rotate it outwards, take your front knee and rotate it inwards. So you are going to switch to the other side, like so, without using your hands, okay? So repeating on the opposite side, taking shoulders over top of the tibia. Feel the stretch in that front glute. Windshield wiping your knees over to the other side and repeating. So we're gonna do 3 on each side, 6 all together. We've done 1 and 1. So hinging forward, really working on that active mobility, rotating the hips around. Rep number 2 on our other side. And going into our last reps on each side. Hinging forward, coming back knee rotates outwards, front knee inwards. Alternate position on the other side. Hinging forward, back, and switching over to the other side. All right, next warm-up exercise we're gonna have to be in a plank position. So I'm gonna demonstrate what I want you to do, and then we're gonna do it all together. So first and foremost, you're gonna get down into a plank position. So elbows should be directly underneath the shoulders. From here, what I want you to do, I'm gonna demonstrate this sideways so you can see, making sure that for your plank, that our hips are not pushed upwards into an inverted V, or they're not sagging down towards the ground. Keep that core nice and pulled up. From here, you're going to extend one limb and down. Other limb and down. Lift one leg, down, other leg, and down. Now that is 1 round. We have 3. And if you've taken any of my classes before, you know that this exercise is going to be in your warm-up. So let's get it done. So we have 3 rounds. Arm, arm, leg, leg. 2 more. Make sure the hips are not swaying from side to side. Arm, arm, leg, and leg. Last one. Arm, arm, leg, and leg. Perfect. All right, a couple more warm-up exercises here. The next one we're going to do is a side plank, reach, and rotate. Now, the side plank is going to be from our knees. So, in a side plank position, making sure that our shoulders, knees, and ankles are all aligned. Our knees should be bent and slightly in front of our hips. From here, what we're going to do, making sure that the elbow is directly underneath the shoulder, not out away from us. Tuck that shoulder blade, push up from the bottom knee into a side plank. From here, keeping that bottom hip nice and pulled up, extend the top arm. You are going to reach underneath and behind yourself as far as you can, and then you're going to rotate back around. All the work should be coming from the back side of your supporting shoulder. So we have 2 more on this side. Reaching underneath, rotating, and coming right back around. 1 more on this side, reaching, underneath, rotating, and coming back around. All right, switching sides. So once again, side plank position. Shoulders, hips, and ankles are all aligned. Knees are slightly in front of the hips. Lifting up into the side plank position. Don't let that bottom hip sag. Keep it up. Extending the top arm. Reaching behind you. Rotating back around. 2 more. Reach. And rotate. 2. Reach. Rotate. 3. All right, last 2 warm-up exercises. We're going to come to a standing position. The next one we're going to do is our sumo squat to stand. So I'm going to demonstrate this one for you, and then we'll do it all together. You're going to start off by taking a sumo stance, or a wider than shoulder width apart stance. From here, you're going to hinge your hips backwards so that your torso becomes more parallel with the ground. You're trying to get your hands either down to your ankles or down to your toes. From here, you're going to push your knees out, rotate your hips underneath you so you are in a nice deep sumo squat position. From here, what I want to see is thumbs go back, push through the heels, and stand. All right, so now we have 6 reps of this all together. So we hinge, hands down to the ankles or down to the toes if you can. Rotate the hips underneath you. Keep the knees out. Thumbs go back. Push through the heels and stand. 1. Hinge. Hands down. Knees out. You can kind of scour through the joint and hang out in this position if you need to. Thumbs go back. 2. Hinge. Hands. Drop. Thumbs go back. 3. 3 more. Hinge, hands, knees out, thumbs go back, stand. 2 more, hinge, hands, rotate the hips down, thumbs, stand. Last one, hinge, hands, down, thumbs, and stand up. Perfect. Your hips should be feeling nice and open. Last warm-up exercise. Everybody's favorite. And my coworker Scott, he did it on Wednesday, so I'm going to do it with you too. We're getting into an inchworm. Okay? So, tall standing position. You're going to bend forward. Walk your hands out as far as you can. You're going to perform a push-up. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your toes. Try not to let your knees bend and the heels lift up off the ground. Try and keep the knees straight and heels down. All right, so now we have 6 all together. Bend forward, walk the hands out, push up, walk the hands back. 1. Push up, walk the hands back. 2. 3, walk the hands out, push up, walk the hands back. 4, 2 more, walking the hands out, push up, walking the hands back. 5, last one, hands out, push up, walking the hands back. 6, and stand. All right, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to go through the workout nice and slow so you understand all the components, and then we're going to get into our warm-up. So, our 30 seconds has started. Grab a quick sip of water. You have just over 15 seconds. If there's any additional warm-up exercises you need to do, want to do, feel free to do those as well. All right, that is our 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go through the workout, make sure that you have all the appropriate equipment, and then we're gonna get started. So like I said at the beginning, this workout is meant to design to get you ready for your force test. So there are 4 components to this circuit, and each of them are going to be mimicking the components of the force evaluation. So the first section of our circuit that we're going to be doing is going to be mimicking the 20-meter rushes. Okay, so to start off with, you're going to count to yourself at home, and you're going to perform 10 high knees. So just like how we did in our warm-up, you're going to do the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you're done your 10, you're going to get down into the prone position, perform a hand release like you would in the force evaluation, hop back up, and then you're going to go right back in towards your 10 high knees. This interval is going to be timed for 50 seconds, which coincidentally enough is the amount of time it should take you to do the 20-meter rushes in. So that is the first portion of the workout. Second portion of the workout is going to mimic the sandbag lift. So now this is where your weighted object that you grabbed from before is going to come in handy. So for myself, I have a sandbag here. Not necessarily all of us have a sandbag to be able to use, so if you have day pack, rucksack, Rubbermaid container, totally fine, dumbbell, kettlebell. This interval is going to be timed for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And what it's going to consist of is a lift, a press, and a side shuffle, which are the 3 components that you have to do within the sandbag lift itself. So from here, you're going to take your sandbag, you're going to bend down using proper lifting form. So knees out over the toes, just like in our sumo squat, like how we did in the beginning of our warm-up. You're going to stand up, bring the sandbag up to your torso, press the sandbag away from you, bring it back, let it drop or set it down. Once the weight drops, you're going to sidestep left, then sidestep back to the center. Then we're going to repeat. Take your sandbag or your weighted object, lift, press, and drop. This time, we're going to sidestep right, sidestep back to the center, and repeat this sequence for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So lift, press, set it back down, sidestep, sidestep for 1 minute 30. All right? Third part of the workout is going to mimic our intermittent loaded shuttles. This timer is going to be on 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So for this, you're going to take your weighted object and you can hold it in whichever way you so feel. You can do it in a suitcase carry beside you. You can do it in an over the shoulder, or you can do it in a cradle carry, or any safe combination of those 3. So for me, I'm going to choose to put it over my shoulder. From here, we are going to be doing 20 seconds of high knee marching. And don't worry, I'll time it for you. I'll take all the work out of it. I'll time it for you. So we're going to do 20 seconds of high knee marching. So it's like our dynamic high knees, except we're just taking it at a slower tempo because we're using a weight. So after those 20 seconds are over, I'll give you a little 3, 2, 1 countdown. You're going to set your weight down, and now we're back into our dynamic high knees. So I'm going to give you the 3, 2, 1 go again, and we're going to go into 20 seconds of dynamic high knees. We are going to alternate loaded, unloaded for 3 minutes and 45 seconds, which coincidentally enough, timed is 5 rounds of the intermittent loaded shots. Now for the last part, not necessarily all of us have the equipment or the space in order to practice the sandbag drag. So we are going to do an exercise that trains the same muscle groups and puts you in a similar position in what you're going to be in your sandbag drag. So for here, I have a nice 45-pound ball weight wall for me. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your weighted object, you're gonna go against a wall, your fridge, whatever you gotta do. We're gonna go down into a wall sit, making sure that your knees and your hips are both at 90 degrees. So if you're up here, we can see that my hips are not 90 degrees. Get that butt down, get at that tabletop position. Hold the weight nice and close. We are here for 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So get comfy, and I'll let you know when we're halfway, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, so on and so forth. Toss it down. Once those 30 seconds are over, you're on a 2-minute rest. Then we're going to repeat for 3 rounds. 3 rounds total. All right, so if everybody's ready, we're gonna get started with section A of the workout. So now to recap, that's our high knees going down into the hand release position, okay? So no weight needed for this first exercise. Oh, I forgot to mention your rest. You get 60 seconds in between each exercise, so I will give you your well-deserved rest, don't you worry. All right, we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 high knees, down, hand release, back up. Down, hand release, back up. Nice and quick. Quick contact with the ground. Don't forget about that hand release. We'll make you redo it. Make sure you do it. Woo! Down, up. Less than 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, minute timer, 60 seconds. Woo! That first one is always a butt kicker. Woo! If you're not breathing heavy like me, and if your heart rate is not up, drive those knees up higher. Get down to that prone position. All right, 35 seconds of rest. Then we're going into our sandbag lift component. So take your weighted object, have it ready. We got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Feel free to move at your own pace and modify as necessary. All right, 10 seconds. All right, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat, lift, press, down, side shuffle, side shuffle. All right, we're in this for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So keep your pace. Don't start in at 90% and finish at 50. Keep that consistent work pace the entire time. All right, that's 30 seconds down. We got a minute to go. Feel that core engage as soon as you press the sandbag away from you. Halfway done. We got 45 seconds. Come on, team. Woo! Side shuffle, side shuffle. Good. Press, keep that core tight, stay nice and low. Side shuffle, side shuffle. 30 seconds. Woo. Come on, stay with me. Press and down. 20 seconds. And down. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Reset that timer. 60 seconds. Woo, boy. It's hot in here, and I'm the only one in here. Woo. So make sure to modify these exercises as you so see fit. Especially for our next one, if the dynamic high knees are perhaps a little bit harder on your joint, just keep them static and at a nice, consistent pace. All right, just under 30 seconds of rest. Then we're getting into our intermittent loaded shuttle portion of the workout. So that's our loaded march for 20 seconds into our unloaded dynamic high knees. All right, we got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Marching in place. Stay nice and tall through the core. Drive those knees up. Pull that shoulder back. Don't let them cave forward. Stay nice and pulled up. All right, drop the weight. Going into dynamic high knees, 20 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Your muscles need oxygen. We gotta breathe. Halfway done. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your sandbag. Back into your carrying position. 20 seconds. This is your recovery. 10 more seconds. Keep the core tight. Drive those knees up. Set the weight down. Now into dynamic high knees. 20 seconds. Finishing up, round number 2. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Picking up the sandbag into our march. Round number 3. Unfortunately, this does not count as a valid force test for you at home. All right, here we go. Setting it down in 3, 2, 1. Into dynamic high knees. Oh yeah, this one's a kicker. Almost there. We got 2 more rounds. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Pick up your sandbag. Round number 4. Knees up, nice and high. Keep the glutes engaged. Dropping the weight in 3, 2, 1. Setting it down. Dynamic high knees. All right, stay with me. Don't quit. We go 1 more round. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round number 5. Last one with the sandbag. Marching. Halfway. Setting the bag down in 3, 2, 1, and drop. Dynamic high knees. Last one. If you're not dynamic high knee, you're high marching on the spot. Driving those elbows up for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. 60 seconds of rest. And then we're going into everybody's favorite, the wall sit. Whew, I'm sweating. Holy man, this force test is no joke. It's no joke. If you want another really awesome force test class, my coworker Scott Parody, if you go into our Facebook page, he also has a force test class posted there. So if you're looking for something to switch it up, highly suggest it, highly recommend it. All right, we have another 20 seconds. Take your water, pet your dog, give your kids some attention, whatever you gotta do. All right, we're close to our wall sit. We got 10 seconds. So find your comfy spot, sink down. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Oh yeah, this is where it happens. Quads will be on fire. If they're on fire, that burning sensation, it's working. All right, we got 15 seconds. Woo, over halfway there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your weight carefully and rest. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Restarting our rest timer. We have 2 minutes. Grab your water, rehydrate. You might need to add some more weight into your backpack, into your Rubbermaid container. Try not to take any out. And if any of you have any questions or inquiries, go ahead and type them in the comment section below. My coworker, Audie Brooks, is going to be answering all your questions, concerns, so on and so forth, virtually. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them on in there. We have just under 1 minute and 30 seconds of rest. So now for all of you who are training for your force test, wanting to maybe hit some of the incentive levels this year, that's awesome. If you go to the Canadian Armed Forces Facebook page, where the CFMWS icon is the profile picture, you can actually go onto that Facebook page and vote for what prize you would like to see for the silver and the gold incentive level. For the silver, I believe it's a running beanie or a ball cap, and for the gold, it's a vest or a pair of track pants. So vote for which one you would like to see next to be the prizes. All right, just about 40 seconds of rest left. So round 1 done. We got 2 more rounds to go. Last quick sip of water. We got under 30 or just 30 seconds. Going right back into our 10 high knees down into our prone position with the hand release. We got 15 seconds. Soak up these next 10 seconds. Here we go. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 high knees. And prone position, hands up, and jump up. We got 50 seconds here. Hands up. Hands up. 30 seconds. Don't forget your hand release. 10 seconds. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 60 seconds. Good work, team. Quick sip of water. Next, we're going into the sandbag lift portion of our workout. Woo! We have 35 seconds of rest. So to recap, this one is lift, press, set it back down, side shuffle, okay? 20 seconds. Woo. 15 seconds left of rest. Then we're going into our minute 30 interval. All right, here we go. Get set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift, press, side shuffle, side shuffle. Lift, press, side shuffle, side shuffle. Don't forget to breathe. Side shuffle, side shuffle. Remember, we want to try and maintain the same tempo the entire time. We don't want to start in at 90% and finish out at 50. Almost halfway there. Longest minute 30 we've ever done. And down, side shuffle, side shuffle. Lift, press, side shuffle, side shuffle. All right, last 30 seconds. Keep your tempo with me. Last 20 seconds. Stay nice and low on those side shuffles. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, 60-second timer. Take your rest. Woo! "45 seconds of rest. Next, we're going into the marathon component, the 20 seconds of high knees into our dynamic high knees. We have 30 seconds of rest, and then we're getting right on into it. 20 seconds, take your last bit of glorious rest. All right, we got 10 seconds. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're doing high knee marching. 20 seconds. Core tight, driving those knees up. Halfway done. Dropping your weighted object in 3, 2, 1. Drop into dynamic high knees. Halfway, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your weight. And 20 seconds. High knee marching. Come on, don't leave me hanging here. Keeping it with me. Halfway there. Dropping it in 3, 2, 1. Into dynamic high knees. Finishing off round number 2. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grabbing your weight. Back into your position of carry and high knee marching. Ten seconds. Dropping the weight in 3, 2, 1. Down, dynamic high knees. Finishing off round number 3. Over halfway there. 10 seconds. Done in 3, 2, 1. Grab your weight. Back up into carry. 20 seconds. Number 4. Almost there. Don't quit on me. All right. dropping the weight in 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Dynamic high knees. You're going to be dreaming about dynamic high knees tonight. Woo! 10 more seconds. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Back up. Last weighted march of this set. Woo! Hair's all over the place. Doesn't matter. We're passing our force test. All right. Setting the weight down in 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Dynamic. High knees. Up, up, up. If you smile, makes them better. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, 60 seconds on the timer. Woo! All right, last portion of our circuit. Wall sit. And just so everybody knows, us as PSP from coast to coast, we are offering live stream classes every hour, on the hour, from 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. every single day. So, if maybe this time frame doesn't work for you, look into other PSP Facebook pages, and they'll have live stream classes for you. All right, we got 15 seconds. All right, getting down into our comfy position, 90-degree angle, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Making sure that low back is not arching off of your wall or your fridge, whatever it may be. Press your low back into the wall. Tilt the pelvis under. Make sure the heels are grounded. Push those heels down into the floor. Get those hamstrings engaged. All right, so have a little bit of a surprise for you. We're doing 45 seconds. So we got 20 seconds. Don't quit on me. Don't quit on me. This is a bonus 15 seconds just for you. We're in this. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down and rest. All right, take your well-deserved 2-minute rest. Woo! I gotcha on that wall sit, didn't I? Now, give you a little bit of a heads up. You know, if I threw in that extra 15 seconds, what do you think the last set's gonna be? Just mentally preparing you for it. So for those of you who didn't catch it before, make sure you go to the Canadian Armed Forces Facebook page, the one that has the CFMWS icon as their profile picture. You can go onto that page and vote for what incentive level prizes you would like to see next for both the silver and the gold incentive level. So make sure you go and vote for your favorite one, and those will be the prizes coming up next. Once again, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you can throw them down in the comments there. My friend and coworker, Audie Brooks, will be answering those for you. And even after the workout, if you have any sort of extensive question or additional question, we're going to be hanging around for about 15 minutes to answer all your questions. All right, so we've got one more round of our workout to do before we're going on into the cool down. So we've got 45 seconds of rest. Goes by fast when you're having fun. Doing force prep. Alrighty, 30 seconds of rest. Then we're going back into our 10 high knees down into our prone position. Our 50-second interval. All right, this is our last round, our last set. So don't quit on me now. We got to stay in this, okay? We got to work in this as a team. Let's finish off nice and strong. Finish off just how we started. All right, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Down, hands up. Hands up. Don't forget that hammer release. I'll make you redo it. Woo! Nice and light on those toes. 30 seconds. Seconds. 15 seconds. Woo! Done in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and minute rest. Great work, team. 1 down, 3 to go. 3 more exercises. Grab a quick sip of water. We got 50 seconds. Woo! So next, we're going into our sandbag lift portion of the workout. So grab your weighted object. We got 30 seconds of rest. Lift, press, set it down, side shuffle, side shuffle. Try not to change levels a bunch as you're moving because you're wasting more energy doing that. Stay nice and low, all right? We got 10 seconds. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift, press, side shuffle, side shuffle. Last minute, 30-second interval. Remember, stay low on your side shuffle. So you're already in a great position to pick up your weighted object. Feel that core engage. Work as you press it away. Side shuffle, side shuffle. All right, we're coming up on the halfway mark. We got 45 seconds. Side shuffle, side shuffle. We are side shuffling our way into the weekend. We got 30 seconds. Side shuffle, side shuffle. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! All right, halfway there. 2 done, 2 to go. Quick sip of water. Oh man, going into our last marching, loaded high knees into our dynamic high knees. All right, we have 35 seconds of rest. We got 2 more intervals to do. We got our high knee marching and our wall sit. I'm not going to tell you for how long. We're going to have to stick around and wait to do it. All ready? We have 15 more seconds of rest. Last quick sip of water. Fix your ponytail. All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and high knee march. 20 seconds. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Tight core, tall through the spine. Setting the weight down in 3, 2, 1. Setting it down and dynamic high knees. 20 seconds. Finishing up round number 1. Done in 3, 2, 1. Pick up your weighted object. 20 seconds. High knees. Here we go. Try not to let your upper body lean back. Keep the rib cage down. Dropping our weight in 3, 2, 1. Drop. Dynamic high knees. Now remember, if you're not doing dynamic high knees, you're driving it up still. Marching it out in place. Okay? Done in 3, 2, 1. Grabbing your object. Round number 3. Halfway there. 10 seconds. Good work, team. Stay in it. We are halfway through this exercise. And set it down. Dynamic high knees. Woo! Finishing up round number 3. Over halfway there. 2 more sets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your object. Weighted march. Don't forget to switch shoulders or switch sides that you're carrying on. So we're working the core, the low back on each side. All right, set it down. Dynamic high knees. Finishing up round number 4. Woo! 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Pick up that weighted object. All right, we're in this. Can't quit on me now. We're almost there. Last set of weighted high marching. All right, dropping the weight in 3, 2, 1. Last set, dynamic high knees. Woo! We're almost there. 10 seconds. Knees up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, minute rest. Last component of the workout, our wall sit. Woo! Solid effort today, team. Great work. It's Friday, had a long week, but we're ending it off on a really, really good note. All right, we have 35 seconds of rest. And then we're going into our last exercise. And then we're going into our very well-deserved cool down. 25 seconds. All right, so now, spoiler alert, we're doing this wall sit for a minute. So get cozy, get comfy. We're gonna do this all together. We're gonna end off this workout with a bang, all right? So getting ready for our wall sit in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1 minute. So all of our cues, hips and knees are at 90 degrees. Making sure that our low back is not arched up off of the wall. Our low back is pressed into the wall. We're hugging, pulling our weight nice and close. Pushing the heels down into the ground, getting those hamstrings and those glutes engaged. And just like that, we're halfway there. We got 30 more seconds. If you're not at your 90 degrees, get down. Challenge yourself. Hit that 90. Hit that 90. 20 seconds. Almost there. Come on. You've already done 48 seconds. You got 12 more in you. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Great work, team. Workout is finished. Grab your water, grab a little bit of a towel down if you need to. We're gonna go into the cool down portion of our workout, which is always everybody's favorite. If you have any feedback from today's workout, things you liked, things you didn't like, and if you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments below. Alrighty, so whenever you're ready, we're gonna take a seated position on the floor. First warm-up or cool-down exercise we're gonna go into is a modified hurdler stretch. So with one leg extended outwards, toe is pulled up towards the shins, we're gonna rotate so we're facing that foot. We're going to hinge forward and reach for the toe. So once again, making sure we're not grounding through the back in order to achieve distance. We want to maintain our quality. Perfect. Holding for 20 seconds and switching sides. Hinging forward, toe pulled up towards the shins, stretching it out. Extending your other foot out, making them both together, hinging forward, reaching for the toes. Once again, making sure we're staying nice and long through the torso. Next, we're going to go into our butterfly stretch. So we're going to be pulling the soles of the feet together, staying nice and tall through the spine, not collapsing through the low back. We can use our elbows to press our knees down, getting into that groin. Holding for 15 to 20 seconds. And relax. All right, next we're going to take a sideline quad stretch, extending, top knee, bend it, grab it with your foot. If you need to use a t-shirt, a dish towel, or something like that in order to grab your foot, go ahead. Squeeze those hips, pull them forward to get that nice stretch through the hip flexor. Relax, and switching sides. Really awesome work today, team. And relax. All right, next we're going to go into our figure 4 stretch. So lying on your back, crossing heel over the knee. You can use a little bit of pressure applied down on that knee. And switching sides. If you feel like one side is tighter than the other, you're probably not wrong. Just accept and allow your balances from side to side. You should never be in any pain as you stretch. All right, last cool down exercise. Hands are placed directly underneath the shoulders, pushing upwards into a nice passive back extension. Make sure the glutes are relaxed. Holding for 10 to 15 seconds and lowering back down. And one more. Perfect. If you tuned in to today's class, I see that some of you did. Thank you so much for joining us. And relax. Stay safe and stay healthy.